everyone, good morning. I almost panic picked something up to throw, and the thing I first put my hand on was this. This would not have been a wise choice.
These are intense, like if you want to wait.
Yeah, you want to do some squats? Show them how far can you go on squats? Oh, look at there. There we go. Female empowerment.
That is a good amount of weight.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably 15 pounds. But these are my favorite needle holder.
Pincushion.
We should do a
But
demo.
it's not a pincushion.
But it really is pretty marvelous. And I don't have pink or
Let me
pink,
see.
purple. Here,
yeah.
watch this.
So
If you drop all your pins, voila. And then it's kind of fun. It just arranges them nicely, easy to pick up.
Yeah, it points them a lot towards the middle.
But I think I do
what
need
it does.
purple. I have black right now, but I kind
Oh,
of
look at Mom. She's self-gifting already, and it's not even 9:05. Look at her go.
Well, I have been sewing more. I've been trying to sew every night. So even if I don't sew a lot, I've been sewing some.
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
good.
and some nights I sew for several hours. So I recommend anyone that's wanting to sew more, go ahead and tell yourself you're just going to sew for 5 or 10 minutes. And then if you have time or you're enjoying it, you'll sew longer.
Yes.
So
That's also really handy if you drop a needle on the floor and can't find it.
Yes.
Just run
just
that
go
like
around
over
and-
the carpet and it like
yes.
It's way more powerful than those little wandy
oh
things.
it's
But anyway, they're great, and these are now in stock in all these beautiful colors.
Yes,
So,
but we will not be launching this as a fun. What can we
and
toss
we'll
it?
probably only have just a few out because they are so magnetic. We don't want anyone to pinch their fingers.
Yeah,
So
we used to have this old display at our old pop-up store, and by pop-up store, like we've been physically here for. Oh, that's amazing!
oh yeah, we could put them over
That's
here.
hilarious.
yeah, we can put them over
Also,
here.
kind of scary.
So we'll put them on our metal column.
Well, we have, yeah. Should we show them, Katie? Maybe. Anyway, there's these metal pillars that we have.
That was there we
And
go.
anyway, you got the stick
Yeah,
there.
there we are.
Anyway, that's pretty powerful. That's pretty impressive. So we'll add that to our thing, but just don't know it's not for the faint of heart. When we have to put a warning sign, warning powerful magnet.
But so yeah, I wouldn't have two in the same spot at home, but you'd have one by your sewing area and somewhere else. But anyway, enough of the magnets. But it really just
Yeah, but we had this old display. I don't know. I was trying to tell them about the pop-up store. So we've been here in this building for 7.5 years. But before we opened this, we had a little tiny pop-up store across the street while this was being remodeled, just so we could start selling stuff and seeing what things were like. And my husband and I were bored, and we had no children at the time. So anyway, there was this old cheap white shelf, and we actually had this on one shelf and this below it, and we just moved something barely, and it just sucked us up. And it was just, we were alarmed and impressed at the same time. So anyway, Mom's always had a thing for magnets. It's just very satisfying. I think this is the color I need.
That's great.
It's just,
well,
it's just very satisfying. So anyway, those are good, and they're $21.99 if you're curious how much they cost. And I think it's called the Zirkle. I don't really know, but it's pretty cool. Magnetic, big magnetic pincushion. If you want to know, we should pull like someone's fun order to show them. We should do that too.
Yeah.
But our hot kit of the week has been this. This is Moon Dance, and it is made by Sonia Graham. And do you remember where this quilt is at? Is it up at the front, in the back, upstairs? Who knows?
not sure.
Anyway, we showed it to you, I think, last week and told you we were going to be making kits, and now we are making kits. And they're all the same except for some of them have speckled exactly like Speckled Galaxy, which is a really, really dark blue with a little purple from Ruby Star. No metallic. Or you can get it with Grunge Peacoat as the background fabric because the Galaxy is out of stock for a while. And Mom is, I don't even know.
Well,
I'm worried about you and your...
No, I'm just putting them in a safe spot.
She's just having fun. Anyway, so, but Moon Dance has been the really popular thing. So this class is filling up really fast. If you want to snag a spot, do so as soon as possible. If you want a kit just like how Sonia made it, I would do it as soon as possible just because they are going fast. And if you're thinking about it, you might as well do it. It uses the mini quick curve ruler, and we temporarily sold out of those. Everybody left me. But we're going to get more here in a little bit, so just know that those are coming as well. As far as homework before the class, you don't have to have the quick curve ruler ahead of time. And it is the mini for the Moon Dance quilt. Our kit does include the pattern because this is a unique pattern that a lot of people haven't just impulsively picked up on their own, but it's been one that I have dreamed of making for a long time, so I'm just so happy to be living vicariously through Sonia and her class. So that is like the second to last Saturday in August is when that class is. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about Justin Bieber now because I can. But anyway, there's a lot of, I think they're called theme fan quits. Huh?
Oh, you're in the
Or what? No, I just was about to talk about Justin Bieber, but
Oh, well,
you can
this
talk
was
about
one
this.
of the fun orders. So somebody ordered this amazing wide back. Look how
Let's
cool.
see what it's called. It's called Twilight Bliss.
But this just looks lovely. It's blues and purples, dark blue.
Yes.
Anyway, very nice to go along with their Moon Dance
Yes.
kit.
And
And the pattern comes with the kit and all these beautiful fabrics of blues, purples,
But we are
pinks, turquoise.
sold out of the minis, right? Just for a hot minute.
Well, they can still order them because they'll be here.
They'll be here just in moments.
Yes.
And by moments, I mean like at least by Monday, maybe Saturday, who knows. But anyway, that's Moon Dance. And Mom's checking something outside.
There's still a few
Yeah,
here, but not
but
many.
the kit for Moon Dance is called Twilight because it is the dark version of the kit, and it's just quite marvelous. But I was just attempting to start about Justin Bieber. So Justin Bieber is 1 year younger or older than my sister Molly. He's 31, and he just released this new album this week, sometime super recently. Anyway, so I pirated this off of Google, but this is one of the photos that's in his booklet that comes inside the album, and he's posing on a couch with quilts, and I just think that that's super cool. So whether you know Justin Bieber or any of his songs or not, he's a little nostalgic for me because he reminds me of my sister's time in high school and college, I think, and a little bit of mine. But anyway, he has a tumbler quilt that he's in front of, and this quilt that Katie and I have decided is an Irish chain, but it's an Irish chain made out of like super tiny little like stitch and flip corners that make a little X. It's very vintage, so surely someone on the internet can help us figure out the history of these two quilts and how they came to be or who stylized them. But either way, it inspired me to make a tumbler quilt or to start working on one, which is half the fun anyway. Starting new projects is a special type of endorphins only quilters understand. But anyway, we have an Accuquilt class today. It's the crazy quilt one. Jan's teaching that. And anyway, but I pulled this Accuquilt die off the shelf. It is, it's a tumbler. Does it call it a 5-inch tumbler? I don't really remember.
4.5.
4.5. And so it's a nice size. And so I went last night after the kids were in bed, before it started to rain cats and dogs. And I started cutting up so much of my black and white stash. And it's just so satisfying. But a tumbler die is one of the super cool dies from Accuquilt. If you're not familiar with it, it's a die cutting system. So this is 2 different types of foam. And if this is pressed really firmly, that there's a blade deep in here, but like even a strong person can't physically press it out. But with this mat and layers of fabric, when it goes through the machine, it gets enough press that the blades cut the material. It's just so satisfying. And I have the electric cutter at my house, but the biggest thing is that it dog ears your tumbler pieces. And so I just stitched a few of them last night because I had enough energy in the 3rd trimester to do it. But I'm talking about these dog-eared pieces. So if you had a traditional tumbler ruler, either you would have to go through with the rotary cutter and snip all those off, which I think would be very tedious, or you would have a straight ruler and you would just have really bulky seams. But this way they just come together just absolutely perfectly. I don't know if you can see it or not. But anyway, it was so satisfying to make it. So I am just, they always say that you're like a healthier, happier person if you practice gratitude. But I'm just so grateful for Justin Bieber having quilts in his album because it inspired me to use a die I know is super cool that I just haven't gotten around to using. So I just think that that's very fun. And I've been collecting black and white fabric since I was little because I knew my mom liked it and I liked it. And because I am having a baby and babies don't see like color right at first, black and white is very helpful for them. It's the, what is it? The Wimmer Ferguson method or something?
Yeah,
it has
something about
with
the contrast.
Yes.
too.
So I just thought, because a lot of people are like, oh, if you made him a quilt, I'm like, well, I have lots of quilts I could give him, but no, I haven't actually made him a quilt yet. But then I was like, oh, maybe this could turn into the black and white baby quilt for me to give my baby. So anyway, it's just fun. So the other thing I experimented with, I didn't bring my trash with me. But when you do an Accuquilt, if you're looking for a tip, Jan's giving several of those in her class today. But at first I just started putting fat quarters on top of this die and sending it through the machine. And then I was like, you know, this would be way more efficient if I subcut strips to put on top. And so even though this is a 4.5 inch finished die, what did I figure out? Like 5 1/4 was a dreamy width of strip to put on top of it. So then I went through, and this is fun. I've had this fat quarter for like, I don't know, a decade. I think I bought it on vacation in Colorado, but it's just too fun. I've got tulip polka dots. So I just went through some of my black and white bin, and I just cut a 5 1/4 strip off of those. And so that way when I put it on this die like here, it's just going to be correct and perfect. And then I could just keep moving it up. And then the other trick that I learned last night while I was experimenting with this tumbler shape is, of course, goes just this direction. Now with directional fabric like this mustache print, you just want to forget about even trying to keep things directional unless you're just a different type of personality than I am. But anyway, what works really well, if you have a strip set like this and you've made one pass go through the machine, instead of trying to rotate your fabric, you may have 6 layers, and that's a lot to manage. So instead of rotating your fabric, just rotate your die and it will crisscross the angle so that you can more efficiently use and it will nest it. But it's easier to turn your die under your strip set than it is for you to completely reverse your strip set all the time. So just a little trick for Accuquilt. But again, this is the 4.5 inch tumbler die. It is die number 55445. Sounds like I'm giving out a phone number from the 1960s. Or whenever Doris Day had phone numbers. You know what is it? Mom, where did you go? Yes, do I mean you? Anyway, the Doris Day's movie that has what's Doris Day's movie where, is it Send Me No Flowers? No, that's the one where he's sick all the time. He thinks he's sick. There's a Doris Day movie where he's like a bit of a playboy. I mean, like he always sings women a song. He's like plays the piano, and anyway, they have party lines, and he's always on Doris Day's party line. Love Her Come Back. Is it Love Her Come Back?
Yes, maybe. Yes,
I think it is Love Her Come Back. But anyway, I remember being a kid and watching that movie, and just also thinking like, gosh, he's attractive. Once I got old enough. But it's also, I just thought it was so. I didn't know phone numbers used to not always be however long phone numbers are now.
Sure.
Like pre-area code numbers, or the fact that party lines used to exist. Like that concept to me as a kid just blew my mind.
Oh wow, look at that.
And somehow, oh yeah, see, you hadn't even seen this. See, you ran off at the wrong time. You missed my Accuquilt thing.
Oh,
Did you already
Stella
show
and
this?
Maribel say good morning.
Oh, good morning, girls. I made chocolate chip scones this morning too. See ya. This is good stuff.
These are just
I'm
so
sorry
fun.
I didn't bring any in.
Have you showed these to them?
Not the whole
You
stack.
missed it.
Oh, it just looks so fun. It just makes you want to go make them.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So it's just very fun.
Oh, I
These
love it.
tumblers.
I'm feeling
just told them
inspired to
buy
get
them
an
back.
Accuquilt after.
Yes, and I was gonna try to get the Go Baby so you could like hear the satisfying crunch of it. But this is like a perfect project to take with you. Like I used to always go on vacation to Colorado, and like I literally brought my sewing machine with me and several craft supplies because we stayed with my husband's Aunt Pat, and we need to go see her again.
She also quilts.
She also quilts, yes, but she used to let me use her sewing room, but I would bring some of my supplies and my things with me on vacation, and I made sure I had room in the trunk for it. And the moral of this story is, when you go on vacation, if you have the Go Baby or the Go Create or the Go Me, whatever they call it these days, you really can make, there, it's right behind you. Katie, the Go Me, the box.
This is so fun.
Anyway, this really is the perfect little vacation machine because Mary Jane just got back from helping her watch some of her grandkids. Well, one of her kids had another baby. And anyway, like you could totally take something like this with you and just crank out fabric. And you just bring a tumbler.
Well,
you don't have to
kids
bring
can
your
help.
whole collection. Yeah.
Can you do that in the car?
Oh,
Like while you're driving,
I don't know.
writing,
That would be fun.
Like,
you could. I still would want to have my
This-
fabric pre-ironed before I cut it.
yeah.
Technically,
This
just
is
because I
true.
like it.
If you're traveling in an RV, absolutely. Absolutely.
But anyway,
dining room tables
but
and RVs
definitely
are
when you
made
got
for
to your
food.
hotel,
Yeah.
it'd be so easy
Yeah.
just to. But a lot of times you may not have enough space to bring a whole sewing machine, but you could
Yeah,
bring
so
a cutter
the key with
and a
this
stack of
guy
fabric.
is starch. Is starching your and cutting your pre-strips and then flipping your die, not worrying about flipping your fabric when you're doing it. And just giving yourself a break. Don't worry about directional fabric when you do that. But anyway, so again, we appreciate Justin Bieber for coming up with this album, to have a tumbler quilt in the background. And we would really appreciate it if you would say where these quilts came from, and you know, if someone can help us figure out what this is. I'm just really intrigued by this Irish
Yeah,
trend.
I'm gonna look on Reddit. I bet somebody's
Someone
figured it
surely
out.
has figured it out. But anyway, Justin Bieber, 31 years
It does
old.
look cool though.
The man
it.
puts
Nice
quilts in
script.
his album, so it doesn't even matter if you don't like his music. He likes quilts. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's just a small segue. And,
What else do we have?
Oh, well, one of the things, and then we'll stop talking about Justin Bieber so much. But anyway, Katie and I were talking about his color palette. And so we're thinking low volumes or like a muslin. And then he has like some black and white check buffalo plaid. He's got some reds and navies, some stripes, and some like nutmeggy light colored things. So it's just very retro. You could do whatever you want.
Could be super
You
scrappy.
could spice it up a bit if you wanted it. And so I was thinking a spicy check would be Brandon Mabley's beautiful black check. It's called Game Board. I just think it would be nice. So that's just an idea. Also, look how good this looks with this kit.
Oh, that looks cool.
Right? I don't
Oh,
know
love
why,
that.
but it's
Oh,
amazing.
You could even buy this and make a tumbler quilt.
You could. Yes, destroy all of our hard work we did for Moon Dance.
No.
Just for the color palette. Oh,
It
but
is
that's an
lovely.
idea. What if
Yeah,
you guys
fat
make
quarter
a fat
bundle.
quarter bundle?
Yeah.
Make a fat quarter bundle.
Yeah.
Call it
Sure.
Sonia's Twilight Magic
Excellent.
or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, because
Great
it's
idea.
turquoise, pink, and purple. You know, that's the best things. Collaboration. What is that called again? Hybrid vigor. Oh, my phone is trying to do weird things. Anyway, so there we go. Now we're moving along though, but it is actually Christmas in July here at Beehive Quilt Shop. Yesterday we hung up a bunch of new different quilts that are around the shop that are Christmas related. A lot of them we have kits for, some of them we have patterns. If you watch our weekly Facebook Lives, you may have noticed we changed out the Stella quilt, and that is now a bear paw quilt that's hanging up in the very back. So that's the Accuquilt bear paw die, if you're curious about it. Roberta made that for us a while ago. But it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful blue and white bear paw, just a great idea. Not even Christmas, but winter related, just an Evermore quilt, which is fun. Yes. And so it's just spectacular. But we always match Accuquilt's prices and their deals, and oftentimes sometimes we have better deals in store than they even do online. So it's just fun. But we have several tubs. I'm about to leave to go to my next OB appointment, and Mom will take over if we're not done. But we have an online coupon code. I meant to bring my little poster here, but this is the in-store specials. The big deal is if you place orders online, you can use the code Christmas and get 15% off Christmas kits. And the only exceptions are Crimson Christmas, which is for classes this weekend, and it just wouldn't be fair to give a deal on that one. And a Cup of Cheer, which is Kimberbell's discontinued quilt that's just absolutely amazing. So if you order online, you can get Christmas Precuts, Christmas Kits, Christmas Widebacks, and Christmas Fabric Collections for 15% off. If you're an in-store shopper, we have those discounts are posted online and in-store too, plus there's a few more, but there's some different perks with into bolts and yardages that you buy.
So if you want to come see us in person to see
Yes.
our entire collection in person.
But the big thing is it's really hard to see all the things at once, all the kits at one time. And so that's where, if you're shopping online, there is a bigger perk of buying kits online that way. But
because
the
they're
kids,
in one collection, and
well,
we'll
just so you
probably
can
try and
see
link
them all.
these.
But if you're here in store and there's a kit you want to get, you just may have to remind them you need to use your online coupon in store, because it'd be helpful.
Right.
It's also raining a ton right now, so I have no idea how many people are actually
But
going to
it
drive
is
to Wellington.
only, well, we have a group coming in this morning at 10.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Lucky you
Exciting.
guys.
Yeah.
Yay. Call ahead for great service.
But the rain is only supposed to last, the guy said on the radar, probably up till about 10:30. It's only a couple hour rainstorm,
Oh,
and then
okay.
it's gone.
So just in time for me to drive to my appointment.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a fast showcase, not a fast, but a speed dating of some of the Christmas kits that we have here in the store and listed online.
And that's this one up here, right?
Yes.
So
And
Katie,
so
if you want to hand me this, I'm going to show them the picture of this next quilt. It's actually hanging in the shop.
So this is called Platy Cake, and it is a cluck cluck sew pattern, and it's 60 by 70. It's layer cake friendly, or you can do a fat quarter bundle of it to do the same thing. But it is a cluck cluck sew pattern. And while you're there, can you show them this?
Oh, and I am showing the poinsettia one.
All right,
too.
Mom's gone rogue.
That's this Saturday.
Gone rogue.
And which one do you want me to show them?
Well, this one, yeah. This is called Color Love. No, pause. Just admire the rainbow. This is Color Love. It's also a class that's happening in August. It uses the mini quick curve ruler, and Sonia Graham is teaching the class. But did you show them the Exploding Heart quilt? It's like the two
Oh, I did not.
non-Christmas.
Oh my.
Our friend Heather made. Hopefully none of your motion sickness. Anyway, you can't quite see how absolutely magical it looks, but Heather's Wicked quilt out of Exploding Heart is just absolutely striking. It's above our wide back corner.
And they could just type in Wicked and they'll find that quilt.
Yep. Yeah, or Exploding Heart.
Okay,
Although
so I'm going to try and
Exploding
go
is a hard
slow
word
just
for
so
me to
nobody
spell.
gets too much motion sickness.
Yeah, so Mom's going to circle
Bring
it
it
back,
back,
here on the
yes.
table. No, it's too close. Hello! Anyway,
Show Kitty Christmas.
Kitty Christmas.
Can you see it from there?
Yeah, and I'll let you finish.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And so you might get a glimpse of the wheat collage in the background. And anyway, so I'm going to be slipping out here in just a second. But Platy Cake Winter Christmas Quilt. It is featuring a fabric line that's called Winterly from Robin Pickens.
Sure, and you can use these fabrics to make anything, but it does look like a nice quilt. So feel free to be as creative
Somehow
as
my
you want.
phone knows I'm going to Wichita apparently already because it's
You're
trying to
good.
give me a
Tell-
Starbucks push notification.
Oh.
You've been
Well,
talking
you need to
about
get
it.
yourself
Does it-
Starbucks
well, I think
today.
maybe it can tell I've only gone to Starbucks like on Thursdays the last like 6 months unless I was traveling in a different
Oh, it's
state.
recognizing your pattern. That's
It is.
creepy.
That's
And
so
we have the
creepy.
new Tim Holtz collection for Christmas, and it's under the name Social Climber. And we also have a store model in progress of this one, so we'll show you what it looks like. Also, a very easy pattern. It comes with a quilt pattern. Are you gonna mic
Just
me up?
getting my
This is one of my personal favorites, this Happy Christmas fabric kit. These are just beautiful, low volume, fun Christmas fabrics of whites with a touch of color.
Also, our friend Heather made that.
Greens and red, the brown for the trunk.
Just put the pattern on the front. So you know.
Yes, it's called Happy Christmas. It's got a big Christmas tree and a candy cane.
It's the same pattern as this.
Oh.
This is the KU version because we actually started off with the Superior team because this is actually Heather's husband Sean's idea was to make a K-State Christmas tree quilt out of this pattern.
Oh, shout out
One
to
of my
Sean.
good friends
That was
from,
popular.
from Paola,
Yes.
she has a whole setup for Christmas of all K-State.
Like, her whole basement is
Didn't you used to
devoted
do a
to K-State
K-State Christmas tree?
I did. Katie, you're a great friend. Yes.
But anyway,
Yes.
we also have a K-State bundle for the Happy Christmas. So my guess, if you type in Happy Christmas,
Yes.
you'll see lots of fun ones.
And what better thing to just Google Happy Christmas, right? Like if you're having a bad day, Google Happy Christmas. See what happens.
So
It'll take you to our website. It's a
this is one of our newest kits, the Kitty Christmas. And it comes with the pattern to make Kitty Christmas. And we just showed that earlier. It's got a kitty and a...
Is it the pattern called Whiskers?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pattern's
Oh.
called Whiskers. Is
Sure.
the name of the pattern.
But you could just type in Kitty Christmas with a Y, Kitty.
Kitty with a Y. Well, Kitty with an IE is kind of cute too. I guess this is incorrect.
Anyway, but you get all the fabric for the quilt and the pattern. And I've really had fun making it. So hope you enjoyed that one as well.
Do you remember what shade of red you used?
Tomato.
Tomato.
Riley Blake tomato. One of our other favorite things. So many Christmas quilts look nice with a fun low volume background. This one's full of all kinds of fun Christmassy silvers. You did the
They're
snowflake
most all
quilt.
metallic. A few of them are just gray on white, but they're just
Right, but
white
it just
marbles.
has just the right amount of sparkle. But anyway, we have this as a fat quarter bundle,
Could be a
silver.
whole thing. Beehive
silver
quilt shop,
spark.
just the right amount of sparkle.
And then you do collaging. She's got a collage kit here for peppermint.
Which we only have a couple left of the large one.
Yes.
There's just one string left in that kit. That was way before we folded them.
Oh, sure. Anyway,
It's just a row. It's not a snake, I promise.
yeah, most of the kits they do like beautifully folding. Amazing. This one's a Christmas collage.
A
called
Merry Little Christmas.
Merry Little Christmas. There you go.
But it features the fireplace, and this is the one where Terry put her family photo from Christmas. She printed it on
Yeah, and you probably
printable
can't
fabric.
see it, but on the wall here above the chair is a place for 4 photographs or 4 pieces of fabric. She actually printed her family photos and put in there, which was
And that
super
was
cool.
her husband Jim's idea. So husbands occasionally have
Oh,
good
do we
ideas.
have these in there too? Wow. Or are
I
these
just
out?
stuck them in there because they were here on the table this morning.
Okay.
Here, you can go back to that later.
All right, and then
Just
here's
overly
another one.
inspiring.
Over the rooftop, this is also another collaging pattern.
Yeah,
It's a
Jennifer
fabric
with
kit.
him had made that as a.
Very cute. It's got Santa and this town. Oh, and this was one of our favorites, the teeny tiny collage. It's the Christmas collage truck. Just a fabric kit for that. So we do lots of collaging patterns. This one's just cute. This is a snowman in a hot chocolate
Oh,
cup.
he's frosty.
Teeny tiny snowman.
He's just adorable. And I have the cutest pictures of Gay and Beth.
So
in that.
yeah, so just a fun collection of fabric to make that little collaging.
I'm gonna drive safely. Goodbye.
All right, bye. And then here's the teeny tiny fabric kit for the reindeer. And it's called Peppermint right here. So there's that. Gosh, we have a few more to do. We have this honeycomb extraction.
See, where'd she stick that in?
Instructions. I'm not sure, but this class is coming up. I'm just pulling out what's in here. This is a fun Kimberbell kit, fabric kit called Merry Christmas, y'all. And we have a fabric kit put together for that. So I think that's something you can only get from Kimberbell, the actual pattern, but it's machine embroidery, and we've got the fabric kit to go with it. There's also Winter Snowman pillowcase kit. These are really fun. Flannel gray with snowmen for a pillowcase kit. These are a whole bunch of pillowcase kits. We have one called Navy Cup of Cheer. This is pillowcase. This one is Christmas Dogs. Really cute little prints there. This one I think would be great for any young child. A pillowcase large is what it says, but this is, hopefully we have a picture of it online. But anyway, they're cute little children and fun Christmassy prints to make a fun pillowcase. This one's another Cup of Cheer pillowcase kit. All kinds of fun fabrics from Kimberbell. Here's another Kimberbell Cup of Cheer pillowcase. So if you've made a quilt, a lot of people have made cute Kimberbell Cup of Cheer quilts. This would be fabulous to go with it or store your quilt in when you're not in season. And this one is just a fun Christmas pattern. So there's a lot of different ideas for pillowcases. This one is for a bench pillow with wreaths, and it is called Deck the Hall. But this is a really cute, we have it machine embroidery and maybe one fabric pattern, but for sure some machine embroidery patterns.
So what are these discounted at? Are they
15%, I believe, online. Under, you just type in the code Christmas. Oh, and this one's just a super fun, easy table topper, and it's called Home Sweet Holiday. You get a charm pack and 4 fat quarters to make this fun little table runner. The pattern's included.
That's very cute.
This one's also going to be, it's just really fun if you enjoyed Twilight. Kimberbell bench pillow. This is the Candy Cane Lane bench pillow fabric kit. I don't know, can they see the picture on it? It's fun kit. This is one of my favorite snowman ones. This one's called Kimberbell Whimsy Winter. This makes just the cutest 3 snowmen on a pillow. This is the background. Just very fun. So if you look up Whimsy Winter, you'll be able to find that. And that's just a fun fabric kit. We also have the Lori Holt Pad Plines table runner, and we actually have it hanging on the wall over there, but that's online. This is a large fabric kit, and we cut the backing, the binding, all your fabrics, but it was a fun fabric kit. And here's, that's the same one we just had. This is also really a beautiful collection. This has a big 1 yard panel. Once Upon a Christmas. I just love the fabrics in this one. It's just, they're nice greens, reds, a little bit of pink, some fun stripes, and then 4 really large block panel pieces that you can leave whole or you can make your blocks all larger. I just think that's super fun. If anyone's done anything with that, it'd be fun to see your finished projects. We also have Evergreen. This one, I believe, is going to be one of the featured quilts in our quilt bingo coming up this fall, this Evergreen quilt. And so we made a replica of the fabrics they used because we thought their quilt turned out so nice. It's a big fat quarter bundle of 32 fat quarters. All you need on this is an additional 5 yards of background fabric. So it's just a really nice Christmas collection of fun fabrics that you can use for anything, but we think it would look great with the evergreen pattern. It's Christmassy. And then a lot of quilters, they enjoy the designer here. I believe this one's Doug Lico. I was thinking, is this Doug Lico? I think so. Anyway, there's this fun book that features a lot of different uses of a panel quilt. Many people have panels, so you could use this book even to make other quilts, not necessarily just this Fancy That Design House panel, but a lot of different ideas. The greens, I don't know, are going to show up very good in the camera, but it includes the panel and all kinds of fun greens and some golds and red to make all kinds of different quilts in here. Let's see, we also have 3 1 yard quilt books. And Jan did a fun Christmas quilt last year. And this is out of one of the Kimberbell Christmas lines, but you could basically feature any large print or something that you want to feature, and then it just gets framed. So, nice little throw. There's also this, let's see, 3 yard quilts. Lots of other fun designs back here. This one's called Just Quick Christmas. We have a few kits left, I believe, of one of these Santas.
It's Posh Santa.
Posh Santa, using the so kind of wonderful mini ruler. And that's the one that's real popular in several of the upcoming classes that we have. And you can look up on our website just Christmas fabric, Christmas. You'll see all kinds of cool things. I think that's all for today. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Come to the shop, just shop online, but have a great day more than anything. Thanks for joining us.